Hi, Geometry Wars called. They want their particle effects back. You guys know how I roll by now. I like my shmups, and I like them on Steam. HitP Studio got in touch with me about a year and a half ago and asked if I'd like to check out their hot new game, Schildmaid MX. Being the professional I am, I replied, no Steam, no cream. Pretty unfortunate that it wound up with the same release date as RE4 Remake, but hey, this is Schildmaid MX and it is great. For years, the #1 rule of the shmup genre has almost always been, hey man, just don't get hit. And much like the fantastic Drainus released last year, Schildmaid takes that rule and turns it on its head, turning enemy bullets into tokens that you're gonna wanna gobble up like so many coins, rings, bananas, or musical notes. Simply run into a bullet and your shield will activate, allowing you to collect blue bullets to power up, and yellow ones for big points after reaching max power. Destroying enemy ships will keep the shield going and fill your EX meter for a super attack. It creates this balancing act of killing enough enemies so your shield stays active, but also leaving enough on screen for as long as possible so they can keep spitting out more points. You also get a roll, but it doesn't behave like a dodge roll with invincibility frames. It took me a while to figure out that it's for throwing off lock-ons. If missiles or lasers are locked onto you, rolling will disable the lock for a brief moment, and it's a vital mechanic to learn in the harder difficulties. That does not include Jaeger mode. It's the lowest difficulty, and after about 10 minutes, I was seriously zoning out. Then, I tried Chimera mode.
Hell yeah! Now that's the action I was looking for!
Endless mode on one life with balls to the wall action? Good stuff. When you have mechanics that render certain enemy attacks harmless, you need this kind of frenetic action to keep the player engaged. And Seeger, the equivalent of a caravan mode, is even harder. I find the graphic style very appealing, though I did have to turn off the insane particle effects. They were just way too distracting. Many thanks to the devs for giving the option to do that, along with a bunch of other graphic settings that you generally don't see in this genre. And the soundtrack is pretty great too, being composed by my boy Ed from Studio Mudprints. My only pet peeves are bosses, most of which play out the same and are way too easy, and unlocking modes and ship colors with AP. It's a limited resource, and a lot of the achievements needed to get more are secrets. Since I spent most of my AP unlocking all of the base modes, I don't know how long it's gonna take to unlock EX Jaeger and Krieger. Schildmaid MX is yet another modern shmup that mixes up the formula with an innovative mechanic, and I always appreciate that. Too many shmups are just shoot gun, make ships go boom. Any dev that can take that base blueprint and get creative with it is alright in my book. See you in the next Shmup Snack!